Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
What's good, everybody? You guys are gonna join me for breakfast here. So I wanted to show a couple of videos here. Oh, actually, I've already showed them. The first video, let me just say that I do not condone, or I'm not advocating violence in anything that I'm saying. I just showed that to prove a point that, you know, this puts a smile on my face, that Thanos once said. So other videos I am going to show right now, they're going to demonstrate a change in tide.
I've been hearing this discourse online of men saying that they don't want to pay for dates. They don't want to buy drinks at the bar. And to that I say, you know, do whatever you want to do with your money. I don't support or discourage that. But they're all using the logic of, why should I pay for what another man could get for free or is getting for free? And that's the whole point. It's always going to be another man and not you. Because there's always going to be another man that's more attractive than you. There's always going to be another man that has more personality than you. There's always going to be another man that has more resources than you. And the only thing you're doing with this logic, this mentality, is disqualifying yourself and making sure that it's not going to be you if you don't want to use your money to level the playing field. Okay? Sex is not charity work for women. We do not just have to give our body away if we don't feel like it's benefiting us in any way. If we're not attracted to you, we don't like your personality, there's no resources, we're not gaining anything from this, what do we get from just laying up with a man? And what do we get? A wet cat and the risk of unplanned pregnancy? Oh, and this whole reproductive thing. Everybody's always talking about how it's a man's primal nature, his instinct to want to reproduce and spread his seed. Well, if that's the case, why do y'all never have the instinct to want to provide for these children that you could potentially create? Why do you never have the instinct to want to be a father, to be a husband? Never. It's that always is going to fall on us. Oh, and then back to this whole nature thing. I think a lot of y'all are forgetting that some of y'all are supposed to die off. Some of y'all, a good amount of y'all actually, should not even have the opportunity to spread your seed and have offspring that moves on. Your legacy is supposed to die with you. Okay? And let's just go back to the whole argument of what another man could get for free. Let's just say, as a woman, you're giving your box away to a couch potato, a man that has no ambition, bad credit score, multiple baby mamas, whatever. In that scenario, it could still be beneficial to a woman if that man is attractive to her and knows what he's doing in the bedroom. But yet you're expecting a woman that you want that's maybe like a 7, 8, 9, and 10, and you're maybe a 1, 2, 3, or 4 on the scale. You're expecting her to just give it away to you for nothing. You're not even attractive. You have no personality. And now you don't want to spend any money. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's all I'm saying. And these men that have all of the resources, the personality, the looks, if a man's like a 7, 8, 9, and 10, he could still sleep with the women below that, the women at his level, and maybe a few above his level. You do not have that opportunity. You do not have those options. You need to spend your money and level the playing field.
Can we bring back catcalling?
No.
Not specifically but like flirting. Men don't do it anymore.
Because they've been told not to. It's what everybody wanted.
And I noticed this because they don't walk up to bars and they don't flirt, like at the gym, anywhere. Men don't walk up to anyone anywhere.
Because they go to the bars to get drunk and they go to the gym to get fit. They don't go to either for a restraining order.
But they don't even catcall.
This is good news, though. No?
Like the creepy men who used to catcall don't even do that anymore.
It goes to show that even when the creepy guys have stopped doing it, you know it's not all men, because people are still listening, even when they're creepy.
Men have gotten, afraid to talk to women.
Yep.
I'm not saying I need a man to catcall me.
Of course you're not saying that. It's not like you've made a whole video about it.
But a confidence boost every once in a while won't do me any harm.
So if we was to catcall her to boost her ego, what do we get in return?
Let me get offended by you catcalling me, at least.
I'm not really sold by the idea that I can have someone be offended with me as I boost their ego. Hard pass.
I walked through construction sites today and think nothing. Not even like a honk from a car.
How terrible it must be to feel deprived of other people not recognising your appearance with a creepy little catcall. I'd love to be catcalled once.
Like, not saying let's be creepy, but like maybe let's be a little creepy and like bring some confidence back a little bit.
Nah, don't do it. Never have, never will. Will never be convinced of doing otherwise. No, sorry. You can get enough attention online. You get your random creepy little DMs. That'll tide you over. I can't even whistle.
So what these videos demonstrated is that there's a change in tide, and men are no longer simping. Becoming a problem and an issue where ladies got to take to social media to vent their frustrations. So from the first video, let me get this straight. You were openly admitting that there's guys out here who are clapping for free, and the lesser guys who are lesser attractive, lesser whatever, lower down on the hierarchy scale, 3s and 4s and 5s, they got to do more. That means pay. Otherwise, they won't get access. Men have heard you loud and clear. We understand this. And we're not about to pay the same price that somebody else is getting for free. I'm not doing that. So, shout out to all the men out there. Hold the line, right? Simping is no longer the way. We see it now. We understand it now. We ain't going to do it. Not buying drinks, taking you out, taking you a bunch of places, paying for babysitting, paying for, ordering a bunch of food and you taking it home to your kids. And we're never going to see you again. And you got Buddy over here, to quote, what's his name? Can't forget the YouTuber. He's always calling him Buddy. This light-skinned dude with the, I'll put his picture up. Funny dude. Anyway, so listen, I just did another video before I recorded this, and before I saw those videos, I did another video about something about 9 steps to how to know if you're a simp or something like that. It's going to be released on my members only channel, but I want to release this one on this channel because I thought it was very important. To demonstrate what's going on out here and to say to men, hold the line. You're absolutely doing everything correctly. You're absolutely doing everything right. You got to hold the line. You got to stand strong in who you are, have an abundance mindset. And when these ladies are getting on here admitting a certain level of failure, guys are no longer hollering at them. We've heard you. We've heard you. And no, we're not going to get back in line. Absolutely not. We've heard you. We're not going to start catcalling you and drawing attention to ourselves. We're not going to get harassed. We're not going to get kicked out of gyms. We're not going to be, targeted when we're asking you for your number in grocery stores or in parking lots. Right? We've heard you. We've heard you. We're not going to catcall you. You got it. You got it. Right? Guys who are smart enough to make sure you have some kind of witness to any type of interactions on your job, not going to lunch with people, hold the line. Going to lunch with ladies, hold the line. This is what they wanted. They wanted equality, right? You can't open yourself up to harassment lawsuits. You can't open up yourself to that. Hold the line. Listen, you gotta do what's best for you and for your family and for your wallet, right? And your reputation, right? So hold the line, absolutely, 100%. Hold it. And we heard you concerning, hierarchies and this, that, and the other. And no, we're not going to pay. We're not flying you out and, just for you to be. I saw a video one time. This dude flew this girl out and then he started recording her. Whenever they woke up doing after what they did, and she's all dressed up going out. I flew you out here. You're going to go out with somebody else? We hear you and we see you, and we ain't doing it no more. We hear you and we see you, and we ain't doing it no more. So this puts a smile on my face. Let us know, the brothers, that the word is getting out. I pause it when I eat. I'm chilling. Let me know the word is getting out, and you should not be doing, this craziness. And the influence of the men's spaces is growing, and we hear it and we see it. We're not doing this anymore. We're not buying your kids a bunch of stuff for dinner. And not that we mind doing it, not that we mind doing it, but it ought to be something that we offer to do, and that is something that is not being taken advantage of or expected in a sense of entitlement. In particular, to the first video I showed, demonstrating that you know what's going on and you're choosing to sleep with other men, and these guys get access for free while I got to pay for it. And this is the same thing I had with other conversations about this emotional labor and stuff. You want the good guy to sit back and pay, number one. And number two, pay with emotional labor and encouraging you in this and that and talking to you and rubbing your back and rubbing your feet and doing all this stuff. But then the next thing you know, you're sleeping with somebody else. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So no more emotional labor. We give you emotional labor when you're girlfriends or wives. Solid girlfriends. And you got to earn your place to be a solid girlfriend. The guys out there, make them earn it. You got the funds. You got the means. You got the listening ear, the shoulder to cry on. You got the emotional labor that she wants. Make her work for it. Make her work for it. Yeah, I said it. Make her work for it. What do you want to do? They don't need it. They don't want it. They got their own protection. They got the girls to talk to. Okay, good. Then we're both all good. There's no issue. There's no issue. There's no issue. So keep holding the line, fellas. Don't give in, right? Don't give in. Also, before I go, I just want to remind you all that these women are admitting to being bought women. In order to get access to them, watch the video that I played a couple times, the first one. They're complaining about not getting the attention that they want. They're complaining about guys not paying for access, and then they want to equate us to deadbeat dads. Now, the problem is you're going after the deadbeat dads. That's the problem. You want the good guys to simply simp out, pay for drinks, pay for rent, pay for whatever, sleep with bad dudes, get pregnant by him, and you want to bring it back to the good dudes. You're not going to lump us all. You're not going to lump us all into one box. You're not going to do that. So there's good men out here. There's good men out here who you don't give the time of day to for whatever your reasons are. So this is all the doing of your own. I feel no sympathy for you because you're not getting what you want. You're getting but you are getting what you deserve. This is what you deserve. Men who have turned their back and said, I'm not doing this simping anymore. So, and these women are bought. Let me speak to the men for a minute here. These women are admitting to being bought. And as I told you before, and as Kingpin said in the Marvel universe, any woman who can be bought isn't worth having. So these women are admitting that they are not worth having.
I was actually wondering if you cared to join me for dinner.
I'm the only one working here tonight.
Another time, then.
That's it? You're not gonna offer to buy every painting here so I can close up early? The guy actually tried that once.
Swept away on a woman can be bought. Isn't worth having.
Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Hit me in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe, like the video. Much love and peace.